Hey guys, Tales of Turam here. We're back with another session of the Land of Fire stuff. Anyways, we're back here with Basilius
Hi.
and Eotis.
Hello.
And yeah, we were gonna have V, but V completely just decided, nah, I'm gonna fucking fall asleep and not fucking respond to anybody calling me multiple times or pinging me or doing anything. Even though I was told 3 or 2 hours ago this is when the session is.
I missed him already.
Yeah, I know, right? Horrible, horrible situation. Anyways, but yeah, that's us right now. And last time on this little game, this little side story, two individuals, Ferd and Blake, made their way with, well, escorting the King and Iron's daughter, Lady Pyre, princess, I guess you'd call her, of Emberwick, who was going out on a journey to stop whatever bad things were happening near the flaming forest of Emberwick, near the Embered Fields. People have been disappearing, and monsters have been being pushed out of the forest. Investigating, they discovered some tracks and followed them, eventually finding a large bastion that had been placed, a fortified camp that had seemingly been placed quite a while ago, probably around before these strange happenings. Sneaking in, they saw strange tapestries and humans. The entire camp was cooled with strange orbs and a central tower. Summoning a fire elemental, the three of them managed to run into the tower. Jesus Christ, what is happening with Basilius, bro?
I don't know. I don't know.
After discovering that some of the individuals who had been speaking with Pyre's mom seemed to be spies of some sort. They eventually entered into the central tower, and Jesus fucking Christ, Basilius, what the fuck are you doing? Eventually, they climbed up the stairs, killed a few scientists who were open-bodied investigating a living individual who they were cutting open and investigating while they were alive.
Yeah, we didn't kill a scientist yet.
They haven't killed the scientists, they killed the fucking guards, whatever. And continued up until they got to the main top of the tower, where they saw a sultan with his concubines sleeping on the couch, managed to deftly steal his sword, and then, while trying to manipulate him while he was sleeping, failed stealth check. And he woke up, tried to grab his sword, cast a wall of fire. They punched him through it and sent him flying out a window. After that, after the fire elemental had been dealt with outside to an extent, after it had been told to run and it ran, they heard the captain of the guard and his men come rushing up the stairs. His men being thrown to different sides of like different rooms and whatnot. The captain of the guard burst in after a pretty a pretty good intimidation check against one of the concubines to make her start moaning, but the captain of the guard found this was more important than being coy.
Which
Sorry,
sucked.
I sneezed, yeah.
Bless you.
Diving behind the couch in the room and acting as one of the statues of armor in the room, the two of them began to hide, and through successful stealth, they managed to stealth pretty good. And then the pig in the cage behind the couch in the room, in the fire plane, squealed and started to hit against the cage, which the captain of the guard took as an alert and started to cast a spell with his sword to send icicles flying at the couch, which the hiding Blake managed to do a counterspell and jumped with a misty step to slice into him. And as she was jumping to slice into him, that is where we ended the last session. Let me go ahead and get appropriate music. Anything I missed, guys?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so. No.
What's
Oh,
happening?
our wayward samurai. Wait, what?
What's happening, by the way?
I don't know. My computer's bugging. I think it might have just been my headphones or something, because the second I took them out, it's running kind of dandy, but I don't have another pair of headphones for my computer, so I just joined from my phone.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought that was sweet.
By the way, what's happening with V? They're just not up or something?
I'm pretty sure they just fell back asleep.
Yeah, because it
That
looks
makes
like they
more
woke
sense.
up 3 times and then they went back to sleep.
Yeah, it kind of looks like they keep going from idle to AF to not even there,
to
back to idle.
offline, yeah.
Yeah,
So
Maybe
fuck
it's a
'em.
ghost.
maybe.
Oh, and our wayward samurai companion is lost in the fields of Ember.
Yeah, because V is supposed to make a fucking character, and they made a character, and they're like, this is a cool-ass character, I can't wait to play today. And then 2 hours before the game, they go to fucking sleep. Anyways, so, as you bring your sword down to strike against this man who's now noticed you and turns around, make your attack roll for me.
Ooh. Imagine I just kill him.
You
You're a
won't.
stupid-
It's possible.
That's some confidence. That's quite
That
rare.
is confidence.
Oh no.
I also had a question. Are we on the highest, highest part of the tower right now?
Oh yeah, you're in the highest room. You're about a
Highest
good...
room. Got it.
Thinking about it, you're about a good 1 to 1.5 thousand feet up. Not fucking.
Got it.
What's
You're
my
about 1,000
attack
feet up. Yeah,
bonus?
it's a large tower.
Do I have a surprise round on him? Do I get advantage?
No, this is the only attack that you can make because you guys didn't coordinate an attack.
Fair.
No, because he knew
Yep.
he was alerted by the pig, and he knew something strange was happening upstairs. And with the elemental, he knew. You guys recall he said that's not a natural thing here, so we need to look into this tower.
He doesn't know what's natural here. He hasn't been
He
here
does.
that long.
He has.
That's
The character, he's
crap.
been here like a year.
All
Ah,
right.
damn it.
I will. This is a
This
28.
is not. I would say roll a stealth check really quickly, and then you can roll again if you get a really high stealth check. Remember, you have disadvantage if you're plate mail. Actually, no, this would be deception check because you were deceiving. With your previous one, you fell out of that when you counterspelled, and we're gonna see if you're able to teleport fast enough to where before he could hear you move.
19 for deception.
19. Let me roll a perception check for him because he's on alert. That would be higher. Yeah, go ahead and roll another attack. So just roll.
All right.
Badly did you roll?
I mean, my first one was a 28, and this one is a 26. So does 28 hit?
26? 28?
Yeah.
Let me check his AC. It would, but he's going to use... Sorry. He's going to take his sword and bring it up, and he's going to use a parry action. Let's see how much that does for him. It's a D12.
I was very worried you were going to say no.
23 misses. Well, 23 hits. Sorry. So 28 is what it would have been, but then it minus by 1. Actually, plus his dex and technicality. So that's 4. That would bring it down to 24. 24 hits still. So as he brings his sword up to parry, as he brings his sword up to parry, he like strikes against it, but your sword pushes it out of the way and still slashes into him. The weapon will deal half damage, however, just so you're aware.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The attack will deal half damage because the parry itself, it reduces the attack by an amount equal to 1d12 plus his dexterity, as well as it reduces the damage by half.
Oh, well. This feels weird because I feel weird now because I was gonna just super smite, but now knowing that all my damage is halved.
You still good?
Would the smite damage still be halved?
That's an interesting question. It just says the attack's damage will be halved because I made this very quickly. I would say yes, just because I don't want to have to go over and make changes to it.
That's fair. Broly just parried a smite.
Yeah, you know that guy from like Elder Scrolls Online?
That's
yeah,
there's a very
that trailer.
Yeah, the trailer.
knife?
Oh yeah, he parried Matt. Yeah,
Oh shit! Hold
that dude was the fucking main character.
on. 12 magical slashing damage. I didn't smite.
Is that reduced?
No, that's not reduced. So half would be 6.
I'm still waiting for my fucking... Fuck you. I'm gonna just open a calculator on my phone, I guess. So let's see here.
My cat is really into me right now. I don't know why.
Ew.
This is a very large man, the cat, and he's loving on me like there's no tomorrow.
Gay?
Okay, so you said how much?
12 reduced to 6.
Alright, so as he gets this slashing into his body, let me go ahead and his proficiency would be Alright, so that would be... It is reduced even further to 3, mind you, just so you are aware. Because of his heavy armor master feat, the variant that we use in my games. As you strike into him, you see him, like, the armor itself takes most of the heavy blows. He, like, takes 2 heavy footsteps backwards, pulling up his large blade, which I don't remember how I fucking described it last time. I believe it was a golden pommel, a leathered hilted with a golden and silver top to it, and a platinum blade on top that seemed to be coated in ice or, like, aquamarine gemstones or something like that. I don't
All I remember
was-
was gold pommel.
I don't remember the gemstone or ice, but he did do something to generate ice.
Yeah. As he takes a few steps back, you can see his blade starts to like shimmer in the light that comes in from the windows itself, and the light itself of the room. You can see like this bismuth sheen across the blade itself, a magical hue to it. As he takes a step back and he looks towards the entirety of the room. Well then, looks like my intuition was right.
Your boss is dead. Your commander, known. We have the information we seek, and scouts are already reporting to the King in Iron himself. You may as well leave now while you still have a chance, puny outlander.
Make an intimidation check.
I have my Dreadhelm, baby. It's at advantage.
Am I still hidden behind the couch, or has he?
To an extent,
noticed me?
he knows there's something over there, but he
doesn't know
hasn't
it's me.
seen you.
Please, Basilius.
16 plus 9, that's 20, 25. 25.
He looks to you. My leader. Oh, that Sultan was just simply in the way. Let's get this going already. And he picks up his sword and swings it around. As he does, you watch as the entire room starts to coat in ice. Both of you roll initiative.
Damn.
Oh shit.
21.
21.
15.
Alright. So, as he swings his weapon around, the room begins to dip in temperature. Basilius, you go first.
Nice.
Mm.
My ping skyrocketed for half a second to like 600, so if I DC, it's not my fault.
No, but you'll leave him to die.
No. I'll
Don't
join
leave
my
me to
phone if I
die,
have
my
to.
friend. Please.
Don't play Get Much Higher. I'm not gonna leave you to die.
So be it.
I will say, as
now...
you struck him, by the way, it seemed to hit his armor and whatnot, but you could see like it didn't actually deal any damage to him. As he's swinging his weapon, he wipes away a bit of the a bit of the damage from your weapon itself. It seems he has out of character temporary HP to balance out the battle.
So can I booming blade smite? Is that a thing I can do?
You booming blade, and then you smite. Yes.
Okay, fantastic. I'll sheathe my sword and draw it again in a thunderous motion as I booming blade this motherfucker.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Fuck him up. Or just fuck him, I don't care.
25.
25. Can he use his reaction? Actually, no, because start of combat, he can't use his reaction again. It hasn't gone to his turn yet.
Yeah.
Let's go!
So that will hit.
All right.
Booming
Now
blade.
I'm gonna...
We're
we're at 10th level, so I think this just does 1d8 on hit, and then if he moves, it will do another 2d8.
Yeah.
Okay, so
what level
I'll
are you
roll
casting
that.
this at?
Well, it's booming blade. It's a cantrip.
So you are level 10, right? So,
yeah. So this only does 1d8 on hit and 2d8 if he moves.
So the melee attack deals an extra 1d8 thunder damage to the target on hit each level, so it's 2d8 now. And then the damage on the target takes when moving. Wait, no, sorry. Wait, what the fuck? What am I looking at? Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, the cantrip.
Yeah, it normally doesn't do any damage on hit at earlier levels. At 5th level is when it starts doing damage on hit.
Yeah, you're right.
So at 11th level, yeah.
You're right,
okay,
you're right.
So I am smiting, and we're gonna now super smite.
Eviscerate this man.
Okay, so what?
Otherwise
How many
he's going out
spells
the
do I
window.
have? I had Misty Step. But I did Font of Recovery. So, okay. I'm gonna roll my get an equation going because this is a lot of damage. That's 5d8.
Mhm.
So what? So normal smite is normally 1d8 at first level, and then it goes up. So 2, 3, 4.
Oh
Okay,
no, it's
5d8.
2d8. It's 2d8
Oh,
for first level.
okay. Then 3, 4, 5. Okay, so fourth level is 5d8 as well.
And you can't go
Okay.
above 5d8 with a singular smite. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so fifth. Should I save my fifth level slot for a quick
Uh,
dimension door out here,
well, fifth
Yotis?
level would
I
be
I think
would be useless to use as a smite because that's
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is fourth level is the max you can do as a smite in technicality.
yeah. So
Then,
save the 5th.
okay, I'll save it. 5, 10, 15.
This man is going to die. I hope.
19, 23.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just
20.
looked at one of his abilities. My bad. He would not have taken any damage from that previous attack. That is my bad.
Oh, okay.
Because you didn't do a certain amount of damage to him.
Ooh.
Oh, we need to do a certain amount of damage.
Mhm.
Fuck.
Well, I'm about to do a lot of it.
I have a bunch of
27.
little attacks piled up to make a big
Don't
attack.
forget the 1d8 thunder.
33. Yeah, I know. 33.
Roll it in chat,
35.
please. Roll it in chat.
Yeah, I am. I'm just counting them out. Fuck, wait. 35, 37, 39, 41, 43. I'm expending everything
There
but
is
my
no way you have that many spell slots, by the way. What level?
sorcerer.
Yeah, what level sorcerer?
I'm level 8. And,
Okay, that's why. Because I was like, if you're 5/5 on paladin, there's no way you have that much. Because like, you have to calculate that in both. Actually, no, because I don't do that. I'm not an asshole. Never mind.
What fuck? 15, 27, 30, 33, 35, 37, 39, 41. Okay. 41d8 of smite. And I'm gonna get on my computer. Hopefully Discord is not bugging right now, otherwise I gotta type this shit out on my phone. It's bugging. Alright. Get out of it.
There is an insect inside my fucking TV screen.
Roll the
All right.
1d. Roll the weapon damage first, really quickly.
Yeah, plus 6 plus this initial weapon damage is going to include my booming blade.
Okay.
11. One of it is lightning or thunder damage.
Okay, so that would be 8 because of the heavy armor master.
And then R 40. I said 41, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
884.
Okay, so that would be 8 plus 184 is 192. Okay, so you deal damage. Because of this ability, it is reduced. Let's see, that is...
How many abilities do you have to reduce damage? All of them?
So that is 162 instead.
Okay.
So it is reduced by 30. As he gets...
Is it still a heavy blow?
As you strike into him, you watch as his armor explodes almost immediately. Not even explodes fully. Like, he still gets the AC from it because I'm not going to be an asshole. But I want this to be a cool fight, otherwise you're going to one-shot him. And I am changing paladins, by the way, in the future, because it's been ridiculous 15 fucking campaigns in a row, to where each additional smite on top of that is only 1d8, just so you're aware, if you're going to stack smites like that. But yeah. You strike into him, and you watch him go flying across the room and hitting one of the pillars as he stands back up, heavily seared and burnt. You could see underneath his, crumbling his armor, actually, no, fuck it. I'll say his armor crumbles. Crumbling armor. You could see a human man, a Durot man, who seems to stand up, crack his back as you hear it as he moves, and he just, his sword's flown out of his hands like 10 feet in front of him as he cracks his knuckles with his, just by moving his fingers, and he stares over at you. You can see his eye grows red with rage, and he just points at you.
Oh shit! You just got pointed at. GG's.
Anyways, does that end your turn?
I still have movement. Can I walk forward and kick his sword back?
You're way too far.
Okay.
You're like over 100 feet. Well, sorry, it would be 50 feet at this point.
All right. Then I'll God, I can't really do anything as a bonus action, so I'll instead get behind a pillar or something for half cover. If there's nothing, then I'll just stand.
It's not really like... Yeah, you could try. You could try. As you move into one of the bits of water, like your feet, like your ankles in the water, you hide behind one of the pillars. Meanwhile, Jonas, what are you doing?
Yeah. As he's still currently facing towards Blake, correct?
Yes.
All right. How far away from him am I? I shouldn't be too far because I am still behind the couch.
You're about 50 feet still.
50 feet.
I would even say 75 with the angle.
75.
Mm-hmm. Because you're in the middle of the room upwards, let's say on the north side. He got sent from the middle of the room directly to the eastern side. And Blake has now moved back to the western side behind a pillar.
Okay. Can I try to sneak forward through the room towards him without him noticing me?
Alright, so as soon as you leave behind the couch, he immediately takes notice of you.
Got it.
Because he was already alerted to something behind the couch. I would like you to make a stealth check just to see if not. But it's going to be a high... It's a DC 30.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It is a really high lit room. And if you break line of sight every so often... you get to like one of the pillars and like you look out looking at him you're about 40 feet from him at this point, but he immediately pings you, like sees you.
Alright, I've got a 50-foot walking speed, so I can't get to him because with the move speed I've already used to get to this point.
You have about 15 feet of movement left.
How far can I throw a produce flame? Within 30 feet. Alright. I'm gonna get within 10 feet of him, and I should be able to, right?
No.
No?
I said he was 75 minus 50.
Yeah.
How much is that?
25.
And you said within 10 feet of him. You're not getting within 10 feet of him.
30. I said within 30.
You said within 10 feet, motherfucker.
You did say 10.
Did I really?
Yes, because you're a fucking
Okay,
idiot.
I'm sorry. I'm a fucking idiot.
Anyways, you can get within
feet.
30, yes.
I can hurl the flame at a creature within 30 feet of me. Make a ranged spell attack on a hit.
You rush to another pillar, taking as you take a little bit of the flame from your cigar and throw it at him. Go ahead and make an attack roll, please. A spell attack roll.
Yep. That's a 13. Fuck.
You watch as it goes flying towards him, and he just like backhands it out of the way. And as he does, you see this like coating of ice that coated his entire arm. Where his armor used to be, seemingly frost-based armor, coats his arm, and he just smacks it out of the way.
Alright. Damn.
You see his cape. His cape is, like, he still has one pauldron, and, like, the armor he had, like, this back, like, collar kind of armor. So, like, it was, like... The best way I could describe it, you know the armor collar on, in Full Metal Alchemist on the Little Brother? When he's an armor piece? Yeah, kind of like that, but his armor is, like, a bit more thin than that. He's not, like, a bulky armor set. He's a thin armor set. But he has that, and attached to the left side of that, which is, like, one of the only pieces of his armor left next to his pauldron. His cape is still furling tattered as well.
I got it. Alright.
Actually, no, his cape would not be tattered from that.
Alright. Okay. Unfortunately, that... Oh, wait, no, I can still... Okay, I'm gonna use a key point for patient defense, and I'm gonna take the dodge action as a bonus action.
That's fine.
Alright.
Okay. Does that end your
turn? Yes, it does.
Alright. As he takes 10 feet step forward, he grabs his sword, and you watch as he's going to touch himself and cast Lay on Hands.
Ooh.
Let's see. That would be...
Getting freaky with it. Sorry.
That would be... Give me a second here. I'm trying
Oh,
to
he moved?
Technically, yeah.
2d8.
Go ahead and roll.
6 and 2. So 8 thunder damage.
How much HP... Hold on, give me a second. Okay, yeah. So, how much?
8 total damage.
Does not matter. Because of his ability. As he, like, steps forward, you can see it just, like, moves his muscles, and, like, when the rock, like, does the peck jiggling thing. But he like takes a step forward as he grabs his sword. You see he casts this lay on hands, but this blue energy overlaps him. As he regains 150 HP.
Jesus.
100 and huh?
Mm-hmm. That
Okay.
is all the healing he has, motherfucker. And then as he's touching himself, that energy's pouring through him. You see he like suddenly moves much faster in his hand. Suddenly casts a spell. He's going to cast Armor of Agathis on himself at 6th level.
This fucker is gonna be difficult.
Mm-hmm. His name is Captain Frostfall.
Rustfall?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a
Frostfall.
Frostfall. Okay.
As he does so, he stretches for a second. That was unexpected. Let's get going, though, as he pulls up his sword to his chest. As a bonus action... can't do that because he's already above his HP in technicality, right? No, let's see. How much HP can he get to? He can get to... That's his max HP, okay. Well, that would be... Where is he? Oh, he didn't need to do 150. Never mind. He still has some left.
Bro.
No. He would have this much left. Okay. That much left. I'll keep that. I'll keep track of that. As this dice. Okay. Anyways, he's gonna take it to his chest and start muttering a prayer as you see the room starts to coat in ice once more. That will end his turn. Concilius, it's your turn.
I'm 50 feet away, I believe.
No, you are now about, because you would have moved about 20 feet away, you are now 60 feet in technicality.
Okay.
And you, Eotis, are still within 30 feet.
Alright. What you gonna do?
I'll move forward 30 feet and take the dodge action.
Okay. That end your turn?
Yeah.
As that ends your turn, he's going to use a legendary action to look over towards... Fuck it. Look toward Eotis. Eotis, he looks over to you and points his sword. As he does, you see he's going to use 3 legendary actions. His 3 large, sharp-looking icicles appear directly around you. As you can see, this frost-like tornado has started to encapsulate the room in a blizzard. It seems to almost be like clouds of frost and ice on the very top of the room, spiraling and swirling as they freeze above you, and 3 of them come shooting down towards you.
Is this a spell?
In technicality, it would be a spell-like effect, yes.
So would counter spell work? I saved my 5th level.
Yes, this could be a counter spell. You're using a 5th level?
Yeah.
All right, you counter spell his legendary action.
Thank God.
As he points the sword and it misses, he looks over to you. Fine. I'll deal with you first. And that will end his legendary action. It is now your turn, Eotis.
No, I'm just gonna rush forward.
I built this guy, by the way, when I knew V was coming, so...
Yeah, don't worry, we can 3v2, we can 2v1 this.
No, you can't.
Okay. We can try.
Certainly try.
Alright, so I rush forward and take the palms of my hand and try to shove them against his chest to try and... Well, okay, I'm going to use Flurry of Blows, and I'm going to try to knock him prone with a...
Flurry of Blows you can only do if you hit.
I know. Now, I'm just saying what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
12, so...
You go to punch him, and you miss. As you go to punch him, he seems to just, like, knock it off to the side. 28 will be a critical hit.
Cool.
He like, knocks the first one to the side with his blade. As the second one comes for a strike, he's actually going to reduce that by a d12 plus 3. That would be -8, so that's 20. It's no longer a critical hit. As he takes the blow to the face, you see him bring his sword and pommel it down just before it could actually stun him for a second. You're not using Stunning Strike, are you?
I am not on these hits.
Okay.
I was going to cast Flurry of Blows and use them on those.
It's not a cast. You could use Flurry of Blows. So the first hit, you go to strike, and he, like, knocks it to the side with his sword, bringing the sword back up to try and knock your arm out of the way, but it just knocks it above his jawline to his cheek as you see his face goes flying backwards for a second as you make your 2 next attacks, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Flurry of Blows. First one is a 14.
Okay. That hits.
Really? And then a nat 20.
And then a nat 20. How much is that? 29? Okay, that's a double critical.
Cool. All right,
Okay.
and I'll roll damage for the first one. First hit.
So that is 4 more levels. So that would be. Okay.
This is the first hit.
Give me
This
a
is
second.
the second hit.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
That's the nat 20.
Okay. So, 6 damage for the first one, correct?
Yep.
All right. You deal 6 damage to him, and he deals 25 cold damage to you. As you strike into him, his face, you can see as you do so, the frostbite and ice covering him just immediately goes and reaches down and pushes across your skin, frostbiting you yourself. As you pull back, you take your second hit and actually knock him in the face. This one that would have been a critical, but he managed to deflect it, does 25 damage to you.
Another 25 to me. Okay.
Yep. And then with that critical hit, you take it and shove it directly into his balls, I'll say, as you deal 22 points of bludgeoning damage. Actually, no, none of these are dealing damage to him, actually, in technicality.
Yeah, that's why I love being a monk, and you just reduce damage from nil damage, so I physically can't do any damage. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
I was really hoping it wasn't. All right, he needs to make 2 dex saving throws.
Hold on. That is...
And there's a dex
I'm doing
saving
some
throw.
math really quick. I'm doing some math. Okay, so he takes no damage from those attacks because they are too low of damage to actually affect him. As he just gets hit by these attacks, you do not take damage. Actually, I think it is if you hit with an attack, specifically. Let me check. That would be... Yep. So if you hit him with a melee attack, even if you don't deal enough damage to deal damage to him, you still take the damage. So you take 50... That would technically be 100 in total, because that critical is... Actually, no, it's not double for the critical. The critical would... In future, I'm going to have it be if you critical hit someone with Armor of Agathis, it does critical to you, but that's only 75 cold damage to you in total on that turn. As you flurry of blows, punch him again. And what else are you doing?
He needs to make a dex saving throw for the open hand technique, and then both of those hits would have been stunning strikes.
Well, here's the thing. You got to call it when you do it.
I did.
I literally asked you, and you said no.
I said that one's not a stunning strike, but I am going to do it for both of my fucking
Don't you get extra attack?
What?
Jesus fucking Christ. As a monk, you don't just have 3. I know you have more than 1 attack as a monk in your base form.
Yeah, I have 2 attacks per unarmed strike. I missed 1, hit 1, and then I hit both the flurry of blows.
Okay. I was miscounting. I was like 3. Where's your 4th attack? Okay. You should have said so before the first one, but it doesn't matter because you got a critical hit. I didn't hear the first flurry of blows you say it, so... Anyways, Stunning Strike, he succeeds on the first one, there's no doubt about it. Second one, he's going to use a Legendary Resistance. And then Dexterity save for the open hand. What does that do? What does that do?
If it fails a dex saving throw, he gets pushed up to 15 feet.
Okay. He'll take the 15 feet push, because he fails saving throw.
Alright, and I'm going to push him straight into Blake.
Blake,
or as close to her as I can.
Blake is about 20 feet, so you push him about 10 feet away from Blake, I would say, at that point, because in 10 feet, I'm about 5 feet from Blake, actually, technically. So, Blake would be within... Blake would have needed to move 20 more feet to get to him. You pushed him 15... Blake would still need to move 5 feet to get right next to him, but you're close enough to just take a 5-foot step, Blake.
So... Is it not like an armor per 8? Because I was really hoping that my attacks was gonna like whittle away at the damage that he can't take like below a certain threshold. Does he just negate
hold on. Shut the fuck up. Let me fucking think.
I did.
Let me see here. In technicality, with his armor off now. Let me see. I didn't put it because I was rushing to make this guy. But I would say without his armor on, no, he would take damage. You're right. I'll say without his armor on, he takes damage. I'll say he has no more, like, resistant up to a certain amount. However, I also am going to rule, because of that, to make it even more fair, you do take the critical hit from the Armor of Agathis, so you take 25 more damage.
Oh, then I'm down.
Okay. So as you pummel into him, you get ready and fall to one knee as you look to your hands, which are just freezing cold and shaking, and you're starting to lose focus as everything is getting cold. You can see your own breath. Everything is going blue hazed as you're on one knee at the moment, not prone. as he does fly back next to you, Blake, about 5 feet, and you just step forward to hit him. Does that end your turn, Eotis?
It does.
Okay.
I cannot use anything else.
All right, Eotis, you have one hand on the ground, looking at both of them shake. He's going to use a legendary action before his turn to use his. Actually, no, because he used all 3 on the icicles. Never mind. You're right. Yeah, I'm stupid. He's going to stand up on his. Well, he's going to fall to one knee, sliding, getting his sword in the ground, cutting a huge hole in this carpet, and then just standing up on his turn, taking his sword and turning towards you, Blake. Well, it looks like one of you's down. Looks like you can't handle the cold. And he points his sword towards you. An honorable duel. He's going to cast Compelled Duel on you. Blake, roll me a wisdom save.
I love being punished for hitting a 20.
What's my wisdom save? My application keeps crashing, which is weird. +7. Okay.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I made this character with V in mind being here as well. 3 level 10s against this guy would be able to take him out.
22.
22.
Yeah.
You can choose to enter a duel with him or not. It's your choice.
Okay. I stab my sword into the ground and bring up my fists.
He does the same as he brings his fists out, and you can see the armor of Agathis vanishes as he stops concentrating on it.
Oh, so now he wants to fight with fists, the little bitch.
I would like a new initiative check, if you wouldn't mind, Basilius.
Okay.
Because you have now entered into a duel. And I would like you to roll as well, Eotis, just to see where you go in this.
Like initiative?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A 19.
Well, roll in chat, please.
Yeah, okay.
I got a 19.
Let's hope my computer's not being terrible.
Have you restarted your computer?
I've tried twice. Let me try it a 3rd time.
I don't know why. Me and Mord got into a call earlier by ourselves, and he DC'd from it like 3 or 4 times for no reason. He was just mid-sentence and just gone.
Discord might be giving the shits. Basilius, would you roll?
An 11.
11, okay. Eotis, as you're dying on the ground, trying to breathe in heavy air, trying to get your breathing under control, get your humming started again, roll me a death saving throw with advantage, because you're no longer in a threatening position.
Alright. 18.
18. You look up as visions of your previous fights alongside your sister seem to spark through your mind. You wonder where she is. As you try to come back to, you fall to the ground for a second as you clutch the pendant your sister left you not too long ago. Well, a long time ago in technicality. As you clutch it and stare towards this duel as you can't even move yourself at the moment. Meanwhile,
Got it.
Robert Frostfall pulls up his hands. As he does so, he rushes towards you, Blake. He's going to make his attacks. Plus, if you're doing fists here specifically, they're going to deal 15 times your strength modifier whenever you hit. Just so you're aware.
Perfect. I have a +6.
He does too. Does a 17 hit you?
No. My AC is a 23.
Okay.
Huge.
Does a 24 hit you?
That that will most certainly hit, yeah.
Okay.
I like how you still,
Wait,
still asked to make sure.
am I allowed to cast shield, or is this an honorable duel?
You asked for a fisticuffs duel. If you cast magic, he dispelled his.
I'm not going to do that then.
Okay, and his third attack, 27.
Jesus, okay. Yeah, I think this might knock me out.
Okay, so that is going to be... Damn, that's actually pretty high, huh? I'll say, fuck it, we're going to do 5 times your strength modifier just for this. 90 damage?
Jesus Christ, 90?
Yeah,
I
because
thought
6 times 5 is 30 times... Well, sorry, he hit twice. 60. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
So the first one, he goes and he punches you square in the face as your helmet shatters from the impact. He then grabs the front of your helmet, the bottom of it. I'll say he goes for an uppercut with an what is it fucking called? An uppercut, yeah, towards your jaw. As he does so, the bottom of your helmet shatters to the point where your jaw is visible. And as you're flying up, he reaches behind, grabs your hair, brings you down, and just straight up knees you in the stomach as he then pushes you away and pulls up his arms again. And he's going to second wind.
Motherfucker.
8 plus 5 is 13. This man's meant to be a fucking general, man. Sorry, a captain. Anyways, as he punches you twice, heavy blows, and he seems to get into a boxing-type position. He doesn't seem to have familiarity with his hands in combat much, but he's not gonna fucking back down from a fucking compelled duel like this.
You said run them hands.
As he ends his turn, it's going to be your turn. What are you doing, Blake?
More attacks like that, and I won't be able to keep up. I only have 1 attack per turn.
Yeah.
I also have lay on hands, but that would take my action.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, hitting him myself got literally down to me from literally almost full HP, so...
Well, that's because he had Armor Agathis on.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a spell that you coat yourself in frost, and anybody that hits you, frost explodes onto them and deals damage to you, but you have a certain amount of HP in that pool as well. So once, in technicality, with the amount of damage you did 12. So after, actually, yeah, he didn't have to dispel his Armor Agathis because you destroyed it with your last hit.
Good. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Anyways, Basilius, what are you doing?
A 16.
You rush up, and because he's not in armor, you rush up, and where are you punching him?
I'll punch him in the throat.
Alright, as you rush up, drool passing down through your jaw, your broken jaw armor, because it's just, you just got kicked in the stomach hella hard. You rush up and punch him straight in the throat as he pulls back for a second, taking 30 damage from the attack, I assume, right?
Yeah, 5 times 6.
If you were a monk, it would deal more, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah,
damn, Yotis.
Too bad you don't have proficiency in unarmed strikes like that, where it increases your dice. Because if it was your dice, it would be the maximum of the dice plus your modifier times 5. So it would instead be like, if, for example, if you do a 1d4, it would be 10 times 5, so 50 instead. But yeah. You punch him in the throat, and he takes 2 steps back, and he seems to get ready to guard again as you make... Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. As you punch him, he seems to take a step back. Good hit. This is gonna hurt. As he goes, and he's going to attempt a grapple on your hair once again. Make an athletics check against him.
Should I go ahead and make another death saving throw?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot it's your turn. Yeah, go ahead and make a death save. With advantage.
15.
You manage to, stand back up onto one knee, and you're breathing as you see this battle happening. Go ahead and make an athletics check now, V. Oh, not V, Basilius. As he goes and grabs your hair, I'll give you a free attack of opportunity on him. 1 attack.
Perfect.
Eviscerate that man.
I'll try. R 1d20 plus 9. 11.
So, you go to punch him, and he manages to catch your hand, and he twists that for his attack instead. $16? No.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, so that's 2 attacks. He's going to then, as he tries to twist it, you manage to grab his hand and throw him away from you. As he starts to get thrown away, you see he starts to trip, but he goes and brings his foot up and goes to kick at your face.
Honor my ass. This has just turned into a bare knuckle brawl.
That's what she wanted. 14. He goes to kick, and you manage to dodge out of the way as he seems to land on both feet again. It brings him up. I'm not one to fisticuff usually. Does that end your... that ends his turn?
Yeah.
It's now your turn.
Alright, I charge up to him, and I'm gonna, as my, attack, grab his face and attempt to, shove him onto the, shove his head onto the floor.
And that would be a grapple and then a pin, which does take 2 attacks.
Oh, I didn't... Oh, I didn't mean like a. Okay, then. Well, I meant to like slam the back of his head on a hard surface as my attack, but
Your
I'll
fist is a
just.
pretty hard surface.
It is. It's a pretty hard surface. I'll instead rush up and try and punch him. You know,
Or
this is an honorable duel, so I won't hit him in his dick. I'm going
Coward.
to hit him kind of where his shoulder is to attempt to dislocate it.
Okay, make an attack roll for me.
20 plus 9. Come on, get in that 20, please. 26.
That is a critical hit.
Huge.
I'm gonna roll a con save for him real quick.
Is this literally just like a stunning strike for him?
No, this is to see if he can use more than one attack on his next turn.
Oh, okay.
He can.
All right.
Well, hold up. We'll see. We'll see what the damage. That's
Well, it's
30,
times
right?
2, isn't it?
30?
It's 30 times 2, so 60.
Well, no, it's
Because I
Oh,
crit.
yeah, you did. 60. It has to meet half the damage for that. So yeah, you punch him in the arm, and you watch his left arm dislocate. He just like it's just noodles there. He like flings it back and forth. Like, oh, that's not good. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, that ends my turn.
How much health is he at? 60 from that. How are you looking?
I am below half.
He's
not even half yet.
He's near half.
Oh. Do I?
If you hadn't changed it from a times 15 to a times 5, I would have been down.
Yeah, make another death save with advantage.
10.
Failure.
Got it.
Yeah. So as you like are starting to stand up, you suddenly feel the frost biting once again at you, and you fall back down to the ground, unable to keep yourself held up. General looks to you as he like bends over slightly, and he looks down to the sword and looks back at you. Alright. He's gonna try to make an attack at you again. This is only one attack this turn.
Alright, come on. Oh, it misses.
He goes to
Oh my
punch you,
God.
and you manage to dodge out of the way this time as he like walks right past you on accident and like turns around quickly. As he's turning around, you go ahead and make your strikes if you wish to.
I'll jump and kick him in the side of it.
In the side of his head?
Yeah, well, like he accidentally walked past me. As he's walking past me, I'm gonna jump, kind of like turn in the air with my leg kicked back and attempt to slam him in the side of his head.
Alright, go ahead.
This is the only way. This is my only out, baby. Come on.
That
23.
is a critical hit, so you manage
Oh
to
my.
kick him, and he goes flying into a pillar, and you see like his dislocated arm hits the pillar first, and he cracks it back in.
Oh.
So that is 60 damage to him?
Yeah.
Alright.
Hallelujah.
End of your turn?
I'll stare menacingly.
Okay.
Yeah, fucking
Eotis, roll another death save.
not advantage, I'm guessing?
No, with advantage.
Oh, okay.
You're not in combat.
18.
You watch Eotis, you manage to push yourself off the ground at 1 HP as the guard captain, Captain Frostfall, looks at this situation now. Eotis, it is your turn. What are you doing?
I would like to cast as an action Wholeness of Body to regain 30 HP.
Okay.
So as I kind of ready myself, I look up at him. Well, do you want to continue this farce, or are you gonna sit back and watch your men die? That fire elemental's been picking them off one by one.
I was getting quite bored. As you see him stand back up, crack his knuckles, and he's going to use a legend. Well, does that end your turn, Eotis?
I can bonus action for like patient defense for like a dodge action now that I know he's gonna do something, but I feel like that's kind of metagaming, so
Yep.
I'm gonna end my turn.
Legendary action, he's going to rush immediately up and grab his sword. And that will end the duel.
Coward.
Well, you got a monk on your side now, who just threatened him. So, yeah, he's ending the duel. I need everyone to roll initiative again.
I was dealing so much damage.
Yeah,
Damn it.
he's pretty low.
I love your initiatives.
Mm-hmm.
1d20 plus.
I only have three key points left, but he doesn't need to know that. Goblin
Do I
Witch
crit
didn't
on
hear that.
initiative? I'm just kidding.
No, you don't. Basilius, it is your turn.
Yeah.
As he grabs his sword and pulls it out, the blizzard once again returns around him. What are you doing?
All right.
You shoved your sword into the ground. It will take a bonus action to pull it out, I will say.
That's fine. I don't really have anything to use as a bonus action, anyways. Well, I actually do. I still have my 2 paladin level spells. I could cast.
I thought you used everything.
Oh no, I used all my sorcerer shit
Oh.
except for the 5th level. I forgot to include my paladin levels.
Okay.
So I still have those. I only have the 2 though, so I kind of want to save them.
Okay, no problem.
But what's a better time to use it than now, right?
Right? I'm still. I'm only on 31 HP. I'm still on like that story.
Yeah, I'll Shield of Faith is a bonus action, so I wouldn't be able to get my sword. I'll grab my sword with my bonus action and lay on hands with my full action. All 10 of my abilities, so I'm now back to half.
Okay.
Good.
Does that end your turn?
I will try and get behind some form of cover. If I can't, that will
You're
end
going to
my
be
turn.
moving out of his way. You're going to get an attack of opportunity if you do so.
No, then I'll stay where I am.
So, as you end your turn, he's going to use a legendary action to cast Armor of Agathis on himself.
God damn it, this bitch!
This would be 4th level.
I actually had an idea. Never mind.
As he does so, the ice coats him again. Well, that little farce was quite fun, but I'm not a practitioner of fists. That'll end his legendary action. Yodis, it is your turn.
Question. Can I still feel the mental link to the fire elemental?
Or are they all dead?
No.
No, I cannot. That's really
It's
bad.
at this point that you're like, why can't I? You hear a huge explosion.
I would like to take out from my backpack a flask of oil.
In fact, I would like all of you to make dexterity saving throws, including the captain. Legendary resistance.
What did he roll?
4.
Jesus.
Plus 3.
Mine. I wish I could fucking. Oh, plus 3.
Yodis, you fail. Basilius, you
I
fail.
also fail.
You both feel the tower crank heavily at a 45-degree angle, and you both go rolling and catch yourself on pillars as you're holding, as the tower is now starting to collapse a little bit. You see Captain Frostfall puts his weapon into the floor as water is pouring down and hitting you both. Water is just cooling you down. He just looks down. What are you gonna do now? Should we continue this?
Go on.
No, you go. I was done with my monologue.
How polite.
You can see like a whole portion of the tower. There's just like a wall missing, and wind and fire is like pouring into it as everything's burning in here. Besides what you have on you, the boar's cage goes flying past. The Otis, do you catch it?
Yes, I gotta catch it. Blake wanted it. I gotta give it to her.
Make an acrobatics check.
If I fail this and fall out, I'm gonna be so annoyed. 21.
You managed to swing and catch it, but now you do fall an extra 20 feet. So now you're about 100 feet below him, I would say, as he's just holding there with a sword, and you see Blake is about 50 feet below him.
I would like to shout out to him, "You think we could call a truce? I think there's more pressing matters at hand!"
You see he's starting to hold his hand. You see he like grabs onto a piece, pulls his sword out, and he starts to point it down towards you two as icicles are starting to form a little bit. You notice that?
You asked for... Oh, good.
What are you doing?
I was gonna point up and cast... I'm 100 feet under him. Never mind, can't do it. Never mind.
What are you doing?
Is there any way for me to get to anywhere near safety?
You do see the staircase is like, you guys are at the staircase basically, and that is how you held on as part of this room is collapsing around you. Part of the wall on your side is also starting to collapse, and you could look out and you could see like about a good 500 foot just drop. You could see like people are in a bit of a haze and like running around screaming, as you could see multiple fire elementals and a familiar face, a samurai flaming warrior on a large flame bounder who seems to be riding through, pulling out their like large flaming katana and just slashing through a few soldiers as they bound across the battlefield that's starting to happen here at the fort.
Damn, I can see hella far. All right.
500 feet? You're telling me you can't see 500 feet?
My eyes are horrible. Anyways, can I nimbly try to get to the staircase without falling through the massive fucking hole?
Make an acrobatics check. This will take your action and your movement, just so you're aware.
Yeah. That would be a 15.
You manage to get to the staircase, but it's like the handhold you have there is crumbling, and you like fall like to the base of it, and you're trying to pull yourself up. Make an athletics check. Need a 15.
I got a nat 1.
Oh no.
So you're trying to pull yourself up as the cage is on your back, and you feel the boar like kick and squeal as you pull yourself up, and you're like, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it. The rock shatters and you fall.
And I'm only gonna say this because I don't think you're gonna allow it. Can I use a key point for Step of the Wind and try to climb the falling debris back up to the staircase?
I will say make an acrobatics check, and that will end your turn, because this is a lot of shit to happen.
Yeah. Nat 20!
Yo,
So you're falling, and you see the debris, and you see the pathway. You manage to jump into the staircase, grabbing the boar who is falling as well, as you land in and begin to rush down, well, at a weird angle down the staircase.
Yeah, very, very odd angle.
Yeah. Anyways, does that end your turn?
That does in my turn, indeed.
You see the captain is pointing the sword at the both of you and goes, looks like there's only one left. As he's going to use 2 legendary actions, because he only got 2 at this point, to make the icicles fly at you, Blake.
I'm gonna cast Absorb Elements.
I don't have any more counter spells, do you?
I do not.
So the first one, because you are dangling from a roof, it's much easier to aim them to an extent. It's harder for you to dodge them. That would be 20.
That misses. My AC is 23.
The first one bounces off whatever armor you're wearing, the plate mail, and you just like, as the second one comes straight down. Ooh, that's not good. 25.
That will hit. However,
Yes.
I do have cold resistance because of
Yes.
my draconic. Yeah.
And then you have absorb elements too. As
Yeah.
The second one strikes directly into your shoulder. I do need a strength saving throw from you, as you do suffer.
An 18 on the strength save.
Okay. You managed to just barely hold on because that thing is coming at you with extreme force. But you do suffer 39 points of cold reduced to, that would be 19 reduced to 9 points of cold damage. As it strikes into you, and you can see the hallway about 50 feet below you, where your friend has just jumped into, and the captain is just starting to create more icicles pointed down at you once again. We can do this all day, warrior. Or you can run, like the coward you are.
I'm the coward.
The tower
Isn't-
leans
isn't-
again heavily. I need you to make another strength saving throw.
Alright.
He rolled nat 20. He's good.
I rolled a dirty 20.
You're fine. The tower is starting to fall apart, and you can see him like looking around, and you can see he's getting a little bit worried.
Looking a little worried there, Captain. As am I able to clamber myself onto the floor?
There's no floor. You could try to drop down to a pillar and try to get into the staircase if you could try that, but that would be an acrobatics check, unfortunately.
Can I come back over to the
Not yet. You're still
Not
like
yet.
inside at the moment.
Okay.
Like
Now,
you just rolled inside as she's thinking about what to do here.
Okay.
is he? If I drop, is he under me or am I?
Yes, he is directly
yeah.
under you.
Yeah.
The captain is above you.
Okay, okay, he's above me, so I can't do what I thought I was going to be able to do. I'll try and get to the
The
staircase.
All right.
Yeah.
So you drop down towards a pillar. Make an acrobatics check to land on the pillar.
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You manage to land, and your weight starts to crack the pillar heavily as you jump towards the staircase that's only about 20 feet below you, but it's a good, 40 feet in front of you. Make me an athletics or acrobatics check. Your choice. Acrobatics is much easier than athletics here.
Bonus to athletics is higher.
Yeah, it's your choice here. Athletics is harder because you don't have a running start and you're jumping immediately, but acrobatics is more like leaping, and you plan this and you can leap forward, so it's a bit of both. So you could choose, but acrobatics would be much easier. It's probably 5 easier at least.
Okay, I think I'll do acrobatics then.
Okay. And I will
We
say,
have a
Eodis,
+2.
you managed to come out just in time, and you see her
Yep.
leaping from the pillar if you want to give her advantage.
I would love to give her advantage.
Okay, go ahead and make an
Oh my
acrobatics check
God.
in chat,
I-
please.
Yeah, okay. Good thing you specified. I mean, my roll was a 2, but thank you.
Acrobatics check with advantage.
R1D.
I just reach out my hand to help you come into it.
I forgot to roll with advantage. I'll just roll another
You
one.
can get a 4 now, watch.
No.
You leap and just barely manage to grab onto Ferd's hand as he brings and pulls you into the staircase. As the captain, you look up, seems to clamber up the side, breaking out of the wall, and seems to climb atop the tower. As you watch him look down, a few more icicles come flying past, and you hear, "I bid you adieu. Farewell until we meet again."
What'd you say?
He gave us his name, right?
Yeah, and you can see he damn it, and you see him hold his hand out, and you can see this large giant eagle reaches and grabs him, and as it does, you guys both clamber down the tower. As you look out towards a few of the falling holes, you look up and you watch his eagle vanish with magic.
Ugh. We need to get out of this tower. It's crumbling.
As the tower is falling, I'm gonna set a timer. Give me 1 second here to get a timer set up here.
I'm so happy I wasn't able to do what I was going to do, because the second he activated that Armor of Agaburst, my plan was...
Agaburst? Yeah, Armor of Agaburst?
Yeah. I don't know what it's called. I didn't... So, I don't know. The fucking, his magic armor. I was gonna take a flask of oil I had, and I was gonna cast Produce Flame on it, and I was gonna throw it at him.
So I'll say this, you guys have to get out of the tower within a minute, but I'm going to give you a 5-minute timeline here. So, go. As you begin to run down this castle, or this falling rampart tower, what are you doing?
We gotta go get Pyre.
Okay.
Stones are crumbling around you. As you begin to rush down the stairs, you begin to run and run and run, and you eventually come to a scene of one of these large undead guards is seemingly trying to clamber up the tower towards the top as it seems to spot you for a second. It takes up most of the hallway, but you could probably jump over it or between its legs if you wanted to, as it's at this odd angle. It starts to pull its spear out, but it gets stuck for a second. What are you guys doing?
Dodge over it, or
Okay.
go through it.
What are you doing?
We dodge. We
Dodge over
dodge.
Okay, both of you make me acrobatics checks, please.
28.
21.
As I see,
28. Okay.
as I see this giant undead guard in front of me blocking the way, I start running kind of vertically over the wall, over top of him, back down to the stairs behind him as I continue on.
And you watch
I have
as
19.
as you jump over, you actually land on the back of his spear and break it in half as you continue. As he starts to turn around, you watch as Blake, I believe it is, right?
Yeah, it's Blake.
Blake begins to rush and jumps and actually slams him in the face as he goes tumbling down the stairs after you like a boulder before getting stuck and wedged in it. As you rush down towards the second to last room, and you can see hurrying out of the room with his notes is Asterion, as he seems to have notes and he just looks up and sees you. shit! And you see him reach down and pull out what seems to be a long cylindered hand pistol as he aims it and fires twice.
I cast shield.
My dog. Oh.
Okay. Sorry, that was 3 dice. I don't want to have to roll 20. So, the first shot, he goes and he pulls it and aims it directly at Blake for a second, seeing the most armored figure. And he has confidence in his eyes before it explodes in his hand with a natural 1.
Damn! Damn! I would like to rush forward.
Hold on. I'm rolling damage.
Got it. Oh, okay, sorry.
You see his hand blow off, and he just crumples to the ground dead.
Damn!
Perfect. We can grab him.
Dying.
Okay.
I'll grab him. I have a 21
see,
strength. I can grab him.
You see, like, a few of his notes go flying out, and like a crystal ball or like a piece of glass shatters on the ground. And you can see as you're running down the tower behind you, the top of it explodes as it falls down and hits the ground beneath. As you guys are running out of time, what are you doing?
I grab the body and we
continue down the stairs.
Make an athletics check to see if you can grab it in time as you're running past as the tower is falling behind you.
You said acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics. You guys have 2 minutes.
17.
Okay. You manage to grab the body and you're dragging it as his head's just down the stairs. Eventually the tower shakes again and you see coming out of the room, the third room up on the tower's base, as you're getting pretty close to the ground now, you assume, is Pyre, and she's carrying the dissected individual who seems to have had her body repaired to an extent, but she is unconscious, and Pyre's just carrying her out. As you can see, she is the only one coming out of the room, and as you like rush up to her, she looks towards you. Oh, we need to go now! Now the tower's collapsing. Let's go!
Go!
All right.
Yeah, go!
As you rush by, what are your passive perceptions?
17.
Okay. The room is covered in blood and scorch marks, and it is just destroyed. And you continue running down the stairs. Eventually, I need you guys to make athletics checks again. As the tower's collapse is starting to grow faster around you. Athletics or acrobatics check as you begin to... before we continue here, so you're rushing to try and get past this large brace of stone that's starting to fall in front of you. You can choose to either try and rush past it or sweep under it with an acrobatics check. Your choice.
Sweep.
I'm gonna rush past it.
Okay, and Pyre is going to use acrobatics as well. She has disadvantage because she's carrying someone. Okay.
Do I have disadvantage? I have a 21
Yes.
strength.
Oh no, because you're carrying someone light.
Yeah.
So, what did you roll, Basilius?
A 23.
23. You manage to rush past as you look back. As you get to the doorway and push out, you look as the stone brace begins to fall at the edge of the stairs, and you watch as Eotis. What did you roll?
I rolled a 13.
13. You begin to rush past Pyre as you begin to slide, and the brace is about to fall on top of you. What are you doing? Because you're not making it with that slide. And you can see Pyre isn't making it with the slide carrying this other individual either. As this tower is about to collapse fully on top of your friends here too, Blake.
What floor are we in? Like the second
You're
floor?
on the bottom floor. Like, you're on the second floor coming down to the bottom floor, like the last few steps. And the brace of the entire tower is falling onto you. So, like, all the upper floors are coming down on top of you.
Are there any holes in the rocks on this floor enough to where I could potentially get Pyre out?
At this point, you are sliding to try and get underneath that falling rubble to the edge of the room. So you are mid-slide as you know you're not going to make this. What are you doing?
Okay.
Could you step with the wind?
Potentially. I do still have 2 key points. Can I step with the wind to stop myself from the slide and get back up?
The tower is collapsing on you. You're going to go back up the stairs in the tower that is collapsing.
Okay, I'm just going to continue forward then.
Okay.
I know it won't
Are
work.
you going to use Step of the Wind?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You slide faster. Well, you slide, and as you're about to get crushed, you actually quickly focus, and time slows around you as your feet seem to push the key to them, and you push faster out of the room, leaving Pyre behind.
Yep.
What are you doing, Blake? As you see this, you have about 6 seconds.
6 seconds, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to put down the body and I'm going to rush forward a bit. So as soon as Pyre, I know she's not going to make it past this rubble, I'm going to grab her arm and yank her, and I'm going to apologize, but this will probably cause damage. I'm not doing this safely. I'm going to grab her and throw her out the door. At least
Okay.
try to, anyways.
Make me a dexterity check to see if you can rush back in very quickly and grab her as you pull her under the from under the rubble that's about to crush her, and then can throw her out of the way in time. Let's see.
Okay. A 17.
17. You managed to get in and grab her. Now make an athletics check because she is carrying another individual. Remember.
Plus 5. 21.
You make the DC just barely on the head. I was like, you need a DC 20. I was like thinking 22, 21, not 21. And then you said 21. So, as you grab her by the leg, you apologize and throw her. As Ferd, you step back up and turn around to see Pyre lands holding this other individual, and you watch as the building collapses on the other individual within the that you had hired with. The armored figure stares at you as the rubble begins to collapse. Blake, what are your last words?
Oh, I'm actually dying?
You're running back into a collapsing building, yes.
Can I Misty Step?
You use your action to throw her.
That's true.
At this point, I would say this is a dexterity saving throw, and this is a pretty high DC. It is an 18 DC. You gotta roll it in chat.
Mm-hmm.
Is Misty Step a bonus action?
It is a bonus action.
Then I will give you advantage, because it is a quick thing.
Plus 3 advantage.
Can I do
14,
anything to
I
try and help her?
No. Hold on. Slash repeat. Give me a second. I didn't hear what you said, but give me 1 second. So, what'd you say you rolled?
14, I don't make
With
it.
advantage?
Yeah, with advantage.
So, as you cast the spell, you start to teleport, but the scene slows as Ferd, you look back and you see this female form as the rubble begins to collapse on top of her. You could see blood begins to spatter out as she's hit, and the spell stops conceptualizing as you see the armor shatter on her face, and you see the visage of your sister.
No.
What is the last moment that Ferd sees of you?
I think she knows she's going to die. So she'll see the pain look on his face, and she'll kind of smile serenely and like mouth, "It's okay," and then she'll send a final prayer to the King in Iron, hoping to go to where the Fire Genasi go in this realm when they die.
So,
seeing if she did good.
As you give him a brief smile, the rubble crushes. Or what you assume crushes Ferd. You can't be 100% sure unless you see it specifically, her body. But you watch your sister crushed by this building as time starts to slow around you and your head begins to pulse as you look around and you can see a battle is taking place here. Everything is slowing. You hear screams, blood slashing around, the sounds of clashing swords, and the sounds of just battle adrenaline pushing through, but time is slow around you as flames begin to crackle and walls begin to fall. And that is where we're going to end the session.